Friends, okay, if you're doing the Daniel study with us, we are using the Beth Moore workbook and we are in chapter 5. I'm putting these on YouTube in a playlist, so you are welcome at any time to catch up or to follow along. We are doing 2 or 3 videos for every chapter of Daniel pertaining to current day events. So we are in Daniel chapter 5. Okay, so the king now is Nebuchadnezzar's son, Belshazzar. He has taken over the kingdom and he has decided to hold a great feast for 1,000 of his nobles. And so instead of just using the kingdom glassware, what he has done is he has decided to use holy glassware, gold vessels taken out of the temple, the house of God, which was in Jerusalem. And the king and his nobles, his wives, and his concubines all drank from them. So, what we are to understand from this chapter is that Belshazzar has made a very grievous error here in treating holy vessels as unholy. And I want to suggest to you that the leaders and pastors and elders in the white evangelical church who are propping up and enabling and promoting and celebrating a felon and a criminal and an adjudicated sexual predator and somebody who calls people vermin and human scum and who bullies our closest allies, they are actually trying to ascribe him as being for God's holy purposes. And so this is extremely corrupt what they are doing, and they are grieving the Holy Spirit of God by doing this. They are grieving what Hebrews 10 calls, they are insulting the Spirit of grace. So I want to let you know what happens here. It says that God shows up. It says in verse 5, suddenly the fingers of a man's hand emerged and began writing opposite the lampstand on the plaster of the wall of the king's palace. And the king saw the back of the hand that did the writing. Imagine this. It says, then the king's face grew pale, I'm sure it did, and his thoughts alarmed him, and his hip joints went slack, and his knees began knocking together. So he is obviously in fear, and we will find out in the next video what God has to say about this very unholy and grievous mistake that he has made.